What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to episode number 2 here in the Path to Power. We're going to jump into a little bit more gameplay. And I know some of you guys are thirsty for some trading tips and that sort of stuff. But I knew that I had a limited 6 hours worth of playing this game. And I want to get better at it. So I wanted to play as many games as possible. But we're definitely going to be able to do some trading. I'm going to be looking towards a big trading day when the actual full version of the game drops. Now, there's going to be the UK trading day, or there's US day and the UK day. The US day will obviously happen more towards Tuesday, Wednesday, and the UK day will be over the weekend. And those are fantastic times to buy cards. So I'm going to be really looking to improve. I know in the episodes coming up for you guys as well, I've got some transitions, some switch arounds and that sort of stuff. But we head on into this match, still rolling with the exact same formation, the exact same sort of stuff. Aspas, first minute, and I was just like, yes. Why did this goal not come in the 90th minute of the last game to get us our first win? But nonetheless, we have our first goal, and it's straight away off of kickoff, and it's a nice little passing sequence, finished off by Markel Suazeta, and things are looking good. Now we're heading in 45th minute at the half, and just springs free right here. And this is, okay, so I'm going to talk about this right away. When you guys are building your teams, having good center backs is going to matter. I cannot stress that for you enough. Now, I've played a bunch of games, or more than a handful of games on my main account, and you can tell a huge difference between what are average center backs and what are probably going to be considered elite, or what I'll consider to be elite center backs. And what that's going to do to the market is it's going to, and do you even score 45th minute headers? Because this guy does. But what that's going to do is this year on FIFA, I'm going to anticipate the prices of center backs, or your elite center backs, to be a lot higher than they have in some of the past years. And that's just because in past years, all you needed is a little bit of pace and a little bit of heading and a little bit of defending. But like if you had the pace, you were in pretty good shape and that was going to be fine. Okay, this year, not the case. If the player doesn't have good marking or awareness or whatever the stat is, and I'm going to have to try to hone in and figure out exactly which stat it is that I'm trying to, or that makes center backs a little bit better. How about that? A little bit of Muniain, a little left trigger, right trigger, so good, guys. Left bumper and left trigger, right trigger. Really effective in the close control situations. And I feel like this year might actually be Messi's year to be good on Ultimate Team and good in FIFA in general, because you can do little things like that. And there's no player maybe in the world that's better at little close control situations, little hop steps, stuff like that, than Messi. So there we go. We have our win. We have 3 points. We're trying to get out of Division 10 here. I know it's a start. But whatever the defensive stat is, going way back. And we sold some players on. We sold Radu, 850. Young went for 2,000. And we're up to 7,882 coins with still a few players to sell on. And that is pretty darn good. And many of you guys, I'm sure, will be in the same situation. When you sell your stuff that you get for your loyalty packs and, you build your first team on really cheap players, play a few games, you're going to be closing in. But I went out and I bought Baka. And now Baka's only got 2-star skills, but over 80 pace, over 80 dribbling, and over 80 shooting. I needed a striker that wasn't really weak on the ball with a little bit of pace. And that is Aspas's downfall for me, is he gets thrown off the ball so easily. And I decided to go out and get an attacking midfielder because, as some of you guys will know, some of you guys will not, I like trying different formations in FIFA at the very start. It takes me a little while to kind of figure it out. The 4-3-3, false 9, I didn't feel like false 9 variation. For those of you guys that want to get technical, false 9's obviously referring to one of the positions, but it's commonly nicknamed that on foot or, in general, so that's why I refer to it that way. But I like trying out different formations and trying to figure out what exactly is going to work best for me. So Muniain, we're going to apply some fitness cards. Not always the best option. A lot of times it's better to just go out and buy another 300, 350 coin player and just rotate them around rather than spending your coins on fitness. But I was lazy in the beginning, and I was not so much lazy as maybe impatient, because I was like, oh, I got 6 hours on the clock. Go, get in as many matches as you can. And we switched to the 4-2-3-1 with the left mid and right mid options, and gonna test out and see how this one goes. We're coming up against the LB Eagles, and he's got a decent little Bundesliga start to his team. Started from the back. I respect that because defense is ever so important this year, and he essentially just went for a little Ivory Coast connection up front. The big man Traore and the pacey man Seydou Doumbia. Now he's got Valeri in there, the Portland Timbers, who's actually a solid little player on FIFA, but doesn't really fit into what this guy's trying to do. And at the half, it was 0-0, not too much in it. I had 3 shots, 3 on target. And here, finally, in the 69th minute, give me some of that dirty talk. In the 69th minute, I decided to switch back to the false 9 because I was a little bit more comfortable with it. And this side seems to fit pretty well. So as you can see, it's called the 4-3-3. In the formation guide at halftime, or in the match, however you want to look at it, but it's a 5th variation. It's just an easier way to refer to it. So I make a few changes. Baca he did not do the job for me at all. I did not really enjoy playing with him. I moved Barca's Rafinha up, 4-star skills. He's a pretty solid player, but I moved him up to the center forward spot. And my team instantly started to take a better shape. I was able to hold on to the ball a little bit better. Now, I think with the right personnel, the 4-2-3-1 might be a really solid formation this year. And it's going to take time, and you guys are going to have to bear with me. Little fortunate, poor touch, and Muniain, or no, that was Zuazeta, makes no mistake about it and bangs it into the bottom corner, giving us a 1-0 lead in the 72nd minute. The changes seem to be a good thing for us, but we are going to come sort of to the end of this episode here, and I'm going to keep them maybe a little bit shorter. I asked you guys if you wanted to see this series daily, every other day, all sorts of things like that. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would prefer to see, because I don't want you guys to burn out on this, and I don't want to burn out on it either, which I don't think will be the case, at least for a little while, but I want people to be able to catch up and not be overwhelmed with watching and having to keep track of all the episodes flying out. Now, this is day 1, so obviously we're going to do the double on that. And tomorrow we'll be looking for 1, maybe 2, but only time will tell. Anyways, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Trading will be coming up here when I'm forced to use more time on the web app. So thanks for your support. It is absolutely amazing. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.